In the crisp winter air of Orchard Park, New York, where the snow falls heavy and the cheers inside Highmark Stadium echo like thunder, one name rises above the roar more than any other right now: Josh Allen. At 29 years old in early 2026, the Buffalo Bills quarterback has transformed from a raw, rocket-armed prospect into one of the most complete, most feared, and most beloved players in the NFL. He's the heart of a franchise that's waited decades for a savior, the guy who carries not just the ball but the hopes of an entire city every Sunday. There's no dramatic crash or injury headline today, just a man who's been through the fire, come out stronger, and keeps showing up for the people who believe in him. As we stand on the edge of another playoff run, let's slow down and walk through the full story of Josh Allen. The Wyoming kid who defied every doubter, the leader who's brought Buffalo back to relevance, the fiancé building a future with the woman by his side, the family that keeps him grounded, the life he lives away from the lights, and the legacy he's already writing at just 29. Josh Allen was born on May 21st, 1996, in Firebaugh, California, a tiny farming town of barely 8,000 people in the Central Valley. But his heart and his story belong to Wyoming. When he was young, his family moved to the small town of Firebaugh first, then eventually to the wide-open spaces of Wyoming, settling in the eastern part of the state where the wind never stops and the horizon feels endless. His father Joel and mother LaVon raised Josh and his three siblings, two older brothers, Jason and Nicola, and younger sister Nicola, in a home filled with hard work, faith, and love for sports. Joel worked long hours. LaVon kept the family together, and the kids grew up playing every sport they could find. Josh was always the biggest, the strongest, the one with the cannon for an arm, but he was also the kid who never quite fit the mold of the five-star recruit. He wasn't heavily recruited out of high school. Only Eastern Michigan, Wyoming, and a few others offered scholarships. He chose Wyoming because it felt like home. At the University of Wyoming, Josh became a legend in Laramie. He threw for over 5,000 yards and 44 touchdowns across 3 seasons, set school records, and showed the kind of arm strength and mobility that made scouts drool, even if his mechanics were raw and his completion percentage was shaky. In 2018, the Buffalo Bills stunned the football world by trading up to select him with the 7th overall pick. The narrative was immediate: big arm, big risk, big question marks. His first 2 seasons were rocky. Turnovers, injuries, inconsistency. But Josh never flinched. He worked relentlessly, rebuilt his mechanics, studied obsessively, and slowly turned doubters into believers. By 2020, he was throwing for 4,500 yards. By 2021, he led the Bills to the AFC Championship game. By 2024, he'd thrown for 300-plus yards in consecutive seasons, earned multiple Pro Bowls, and become the face of a franchise desperate for a championship. Through every high and every low, Josh has been powered by family. His parents, Joel and LaVon, still live in Wyoming and attend almost every home game, sitting in the same section, cheering louder than anyone. His siblings have always been his biggest supporters. Jason and Nicola have been at his side since the backyard days. In 2022, Josh began dating Hailee Steinfeld, the acclaimed actress and singer whose warmth and grounded energy matched his own. Their relationship blossomed quietly at first, shared laughs at games, private moments away from cameras, before they went public. In late 2025, they got engaged in a beautiful, intimate ceremony surrounded by family and close friends. Hailee has become a fixture at Bills games, wearing his jersey, cheering with the Mafia, and supporting him through the grind of the NFL season. They have no children yet, but their life together is centered on love, mutual respect, and building a future beyond football. Josh's lifestyle reflects a man who's earned success but never forgotten where he came from. He and Hailee split time between Buffalo, where he owns a beautiful home near the stadium, and Los Angeles when her acting schedule calls. In Buffalo, he lives relatively quietly, training at the facility, film study, recovery work, and time with teammates. He loves the outdoors, hunting, fishing, hiking in the Wyoming mountains whenever he can get back home. He's a man of simple tastes: steak, good coffee, time with family, and giving back. He's deeply involved in the community. Through the Josh Allen Foundation, he supports pediatric cancer research, youth sports, and local charities in Western New York and Wyoming. He's faith-driven, often speaking about gratitude and perspective, and he's used his platform to speak openly about mental health and the pressures athletes face. His success has built an estimated net worth of $45 to $60 million, driven by his rookie contract, the 6-year, $258 million extension signed in 2024 with $150 million guaranteed. Massive endorsement deals with brands like New Era, Pepsi, Verizon, and others, plus investments in real estate and business ventures. He's one of the highest-paid players in the league, but he lives with humility, generous with family, supportive of his community, and always remembering the small-town kid who once dreamed of this life. As we watch Josh Allen, at 29, engaged to Hailee, surrounded by a loving family, and playing at an MVP level, continue to carry the hopes of Buffalo, his story reminds us that greatness isn't just about arm strength or highlight plays. It's about heart, resilience, and never forgetting the people who believed in you when no one else did. The playoffs are here, the Super Bowl dream is alive, and Josh Allen is still riding his legend one throw, one drive, one comeback at a time. If this deep dive into Josh Allen's journey, from Wyoming fields to Buffalo Sundays, from doubter to believer, from injury scares to MVP moments, moved you or reminded you why we fall in love with sports, please hit that like button and subscribe for more heartfelt stories about the players who make us believe in something bigger. Your support means everything. Thank you, and we'll see you in the next one. Go Bills!